A former member of the House of Representatives and the Senate from Osun State, Professor Shola Adeyeye, argued that many people from southern Nigeria believe that northern states are financially dependent on the south, and that this perception is causing some northern legislators to reject fiscal federalism. However, he pointed out that some southern states such as Abia, Anambra, Ebonyi, Ikiti, and Osun are just as dependent on federal allocation as some northern states. It seems to be arguing that the issue of social or fiscal federalism is more complex than the South-North divide. According to the report from the Tribune, Professor Shola Adeyeye said this while reacting to the claim that his party, the All Progressives Congress, campaigned that it would restructure Nigeria if it came to power, and that the party has not done so in the 9th year in power. He said, the average Southerners talk as if northern states are parasitic on the southern states. So, many northern legislators in the National Assembly almost compulsively reject attempts to return to fiscal federalism. They and many Southerners usually forget that Abia, Anambra, Ebonyi, Ekiti, and Osun states are as dependent on so-called federal allocations as Gombe, Yobe, Zamfara, and Niger states. You are bringing Anambra into all of this, and there's a lot of misconceptions in this country. This man is trying to defend the statements out there, but if you want to argue it with people, they will still tell you that oh, that a statement could be a fact. And that is why most of these northern or southern or eastern southeastern states that you made mention, if really they are depending on federal government's allocation, they will not be talking about Biafra. They will not be saying they want to go on their own. And I've heard a lot of people saying, oh, Southeast is a landlocked area. How many are they? This and this and that. Oh, if they leave Nigeria, they will suffer. The people say we are confident of ourselves. We can fend for ourselves. We can defend ourselves. We can provide for ourselves. But you are now thinking for them. You are crying more than the bereaved. You say they cannot stand on their own, but they say they want to stand on their own. Now you are telling us they are part of the people who are still depending on federal allocation. I know a lot of people will not want to agree with what this lawmaker or former senator, he calls himself, is saying. Northerners have nothing to offer Nigeria apart from terrorism. Watch how they will become how useless they will become for the 8 years of Tinubu administration. He just said Northerners are parasitic, which is the truth. This Shola Adeyeye is not serious to think that states like Anambra, Ebonyi, and Abia are poor. I'm sure he has not been to Igbo land. I'm sure. So, is it not this Abia? They have a Aba market. They have companies and all of that. These people that are, when you talk of business, they don't even need government in the first place, and that's why they are so big on we want to be on our own. I'm surprised that he made mention of all this states. Like I said, some people will not agree with him. All these attention seekers, this is cheap relevance this man is looking for. Northern states are not only parasitic but regular parasites. The day you become properly educated, you will realize who is parasitic on who. But if they are parasitic, they will not want, they will say they want to leave the country. Yes, they are. There's nothing this man is going to say. Some people believe that they are parasitic in nature. Some people say now so we go now so we go the problem we have in this country is that those who always think it is my turn, Emilio Con, let me go there. It has always been just that people are trying to hide it, but Tinubu just came out and say, oh, it is my turn to do this. And I have said it over and over again that what we have now, you see some people, they are not in government, but they are planning to be in government, to be at the corridor of power, and all they are doing is just to wait. When it gets to their own turn, they will get there. They will take their own part of the thing, national cake, and they will move on. And that is why it is difficult for them to say, oh, I want to criticize the government of the day. They will try to, they will just be, they will sit at the fence. They are neither here nor there, but the way they are going to be appearing like television with no play, you know that this person, this particular people, they have a ulterior motive. So we have people who are at the corridor of, not that they are not even at the corridor, they are just outside waiting, looking for how to get there so that they will do their own thing. That is exactly what has been happening in this country. No be so we go dey deal, and that's why there's always conflict, because some people will be going right while others will be going left, because some people will not want to agree with some people who appear to be selfish, and they will not say, oh, we have to come together. We can't come together when things are not in good place, when there is injustice, where there is uh, 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 there's lack of transparency. So it is going to be happening like that. Some people, like a lot of people, like I said, will not agree with this Adiyeye that is trying to say that we still have a lot of states in the south also that are depending on government or feeding on government. But majority of the people you made mention are the people who are saying they want to go their separate way. So how can you say they cannot do without the federal allocation? So guys, let's say your opinion and have your take on this. Thank you.